What is Moralis? Moralis is a piece of software. It is middleware that allows you to build cross-chain dApps very quickly. This picture really explains all of it, because as you can see, in each technological revolution, such as for example the PC revolution, which you see on the left, or the internet revolution, which you see in the middle, there is always some kind of middleware that allows developers to build things quickly. So for example, in the PC era, you had Windows come out and say, hey, don't build your desktop apps for specific hardware. Build it for Windows, and we will ensure that your app that you have created for Windows will run everywhere, on all machines, on all hardware, and you don't have to worry. If there is a new hardware that comes out, your app will work instantly with that new hardware. The same thing happened with the internet, where AWS said, hey, you don't have to host your own server, use our infrastructure and use our technology, and whenever there is a new technology or you need to expand your server or you need to make it more powerful, we will be able to do that, and you as a developer don't have to do anything. You just write your app for users, you create the user experience, that's what you care about. And right now, the same is also happening with blockchain, where Moralis is the middleware, which is right now becoming the leading middleware for blockchain, where you as a dApp developer, you don't have to worry about cross-chain, how to do your app for Ethereum, for Polygon, for Avalanche, for Polkadot. You just make your app for Moralis, and it instantly works everywhere. And when there is a new blockchain that is becoming big, your app will instantly work on that blockchain out of the box, without you as a developer having to do any customization, without you as a developer having to maintain your app or do some kind of change in the plumbing in the backend. And of course, this is what you see when you go to our website. We say that you can build serverless apps. What do we mean by that? We mean that you don't have to run your own infrastructure. You just use Moralis SDK and you focus on the front end. You focus on what actually matters. You use Moralis as the operating system to build upon. So here's an example when you want to log in a user through, let's say, MetaMask. You run one line of code, and when the user logs in through this line of code, because when this line of code is executed, MetaMask shows up. So as soon as the user clicks sign in, you get all of their information, all of their transactions, all of their balances, all of their NFTs, and you do that, you get that cross-chain. So you get that for Ethereum, for Matic, for Binance Chain. Soon we're adding Moonbeam, Avalanche, all of the chains. So you as a dApp developer with one line of code, suddenly you have a user profile across different chains. You have all of the information you need to start building. For example, in order to get their NFTs, you just write, hey, Moralis.web3.get NFTs. That's it. And you can do it cross-chain. You select the chain right here. Also, let's say you want to add email login. Let's say you want to log in your user with username or email and password first, and then you can attach more and more addresses. You can attach Ethereum address, Bitcoin address, Avalanche address. Well, you can do that with Moralis as well. So Moralis is really a full-end solution for not only logging in users with crypto, but also logging in users with email and then adding crypto. And also, one user can have many addresses associated with their user profile. So one user can have a address on Ethereum, Binance, Polygon, one address, and then another address where they also do things cross-chain. You can connect everything to one single user. We'll also allow to fetch historical transactions for users, for NFTs, for smart contracts, whatever you really want. We do have maybe the biggest index of all blockchain transactions across all blockchains, where you get logs, you get past smart contracts events, you get real-time transactions very easily as well. And we show you on this YouTube channel how to set it up, how to set up real-time transactions and watch a smart contract address, all through very simple JavaScript. Literally one line of code and you can get going. You can store whatever you want in Moralis database, because Moralis comes with a built-in infinitely scalable database, and you can store off-chain data if you want. For example, when a user logs in with crypto address, you can add email, you can add phone number, you can send push notifications to that user, you can send emails to that user, you can upload files. So all in all, as you can see, we have collected the most important pieces of infrastructure that each and every dapp needs. Each and every dapp needs to log in a user. Each and every dapp needs to fetch all transactions. Each and every dapp needs to fetch all balances. Each and every dapp needs to watch in real time whatever happens on the blockchain and needs to get a notification about that. Each and every dapp needs to get indexed information. For example, the top holders of a coin, the top holders of an NFT, all holders on an NFT, all holders of a coin, and so on and so forth, user balances. All of this requires massive infrastructure investment if you are to do this yourself. Absolutely massive. And the problem is if you do this yourself and you invest massively, then a new chain comes out and you have to start from scratch. Let's say you have your app working right now on Ethereum. How do you take it to Solana? Well, with Moralis you don't have to do anything. It's the same interface, it's the same API as with all other chains. So that's very important. And this is the biggest value proposition of Moralis. And Moralis right now, with all of the adoption we gotten, for example, if you've been following the news, you know that we are right now used by the biggest projects, like for example Superfarm, which adopted our NFT capabilities, NFT API. We are right now growing like never before. So this is becoming the standard for dApps. This is the standard middleware that you use in order to create decentralized applications on top of any chains. That's important. And the key thing here is that we never compromise decentralization. This is as decentralized as it is right now, because each and every app, they have their own backend in order to coordinate all of the infrastructure to read data from the blockchain and to index data from the blockchain. That is how everyone does it right now. The problem is that everyone has to do this from scratch on their own, while Moralis provides a solution that everyone can use. And all assets, all ownership, all NFTs, all smart contracts, they're still on the blockchain. So most important things are always on the blockchain. But to coordinate how to read from blockchain, how to index blockchain, that is what Moralis provides, and that never compromises any decentralization, which is very, very important. So now that you understand what Moralis does and how it works, try it out using the link below. In order to get started quickly, I recommend going through the tutorial, which you can see right here, which basically shows you how to create a simple dapp in 3 minutes. As you can see, we do a simple website, a simple HTML site. We initialize Moralis, then we add a login functionality like this, that you just authenticate your user, 1 line of code, that's it. As soon as you've done so, now you can get all historical transactions for your users. So you can just look up Moralis query if historical transactions. That's it. That's it. And you can display all of their transactions on the screen if you want, or you can do something with that information. For example, here in the tutorial, we calculate the average gas fee that you paid in your profile, in your Ethereum address. Then you can also add real-time transactions. So we show you how to do that, how to look on the blockchain with 1 line of code. Literally, you create a subscription like this, 1 line of code, and you base it on this query where you just specify, look at all Ethereum transactions where the from address is my user, and give me an alert. And this is everything that is needed. It is as simple as it can get. We'll also show you how to add your custom code to the backend, to Moralis backend. It's very, very easy. And this is how it should be, guys. This is how blockchain development was supposed to be from the beginning. And this is the power that you have when you build mobile apps and web apps in the traditional space. Not in blockchain, but when you build traditional web apps and mobile apps, for example. This is how development looks like. Everything is easy, everything is 1 line of code. And this is what we're bringing to the crypto community. Not only are we giving all of this to you right now, you can start using it for free at moralis.io, and we have very generous plans. We also have things such as, for example, full node. So basically you get 5 million daily requests for free to our full archive node. So for example, Binance Chain full archive node, Matic full archive node, Ethereum full archive node. Also we added Arbitrum. So now there's Arbitrum as well, which you don't see here on the screen, but also Arbitrum. And this is all very, very special. Why? Because once again, I haven't seen anyone give the same generous free rate limits like we have for full archive nodes. And I recommend you also watch this video to get full archive Binance Chain node for free if you are interested in that. So do that and reach out to us, join the community. When you sign up, you get an invite link to Discord. So join us as soon as possible and let's start working very, very quickly, and let's make sure that you will be the successful dapp that you dream about. So see you all very, very soon, guys. Have a good day and goodbye. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.